Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Berlin, and today we're going to get into a little bit of shade that was thrown by Ethan Klein, again to James Charles regarding his colour block hoodies, and also Laura Lee releasing her own fashion brand. So last night on Twitter, Ethan Klein kind of came for James Charles once again over these colour block hoodies that James has just released through his sister's apparel line. Now, I made a video on this before, so I'm not going to go too deep into this one, but here's the tweet that Ethan put out last night. Ethan threw up a photo of Lorraine, who's James Charles' friend, wearing one of these Teddy Fresh hoodies that looks identical to the one that James Charles has just come out with through Sisters Apparel. It said, "James, I've never heard of your brand, Charles," with a photo of Lorraine. So earlier on in the week, Ethan had put out some DMs between himself and James Charles, where James Charles was claiming he has never seen this Teddy Fresh brand. James Charles' friend Lorraine wears the Teddy Fresh hoodies. So it's really funny that now suddenly Lorraine is in a Sisters campaign with this Sisters hoodie that's been knocked off from Teddy Fresh. Like, how are you going to have one of your friends in a campaign? Or if you are that friend, how are you going to be that shady that you're going to go in that campaign and not tell your friend, "Oh, hey dude, this is copied. I've got a Teddy Fresh hoodie that's exactly the same as this at home." To me, that's a little bit shady of Lorraine, because if you were someone's friend and you were modelling some of their apparel, you would be like, "Oh, hey dude, you know, this looks ripped off, right?" Just so that your friend didn't get backlash, surely. But Lorraine apparently didn't say anything to James Charles because, you know, oh look, the collection's been produced and the collection is going ahead. You know, James has even got other colourways like the pink and lilac and blue one that also look very similar, copied pretty much from H3H3 and Healer's brand, Teddy Fresh. So how can James deny that this design has been copied? And then that wasn't all. It got really funny when Kemstar came out and also said, "Oh, I'm going to design a colour block hoodie and make some money off it."
It was live out in the world, and so far I've sold over 1,000 hoodies in less than an hour, and it's on sale right now at Kemstar.com. You need to get your hoodie. It's inspired by two rich people fighting. H3H3 sue me, or you have no balls.
Some people on Twitter were saying they're bored with the whole H3H3 James Charles drama now, and they were like, "Oh dude, get over it." But then there were also a lot of people saying, "No, you don't understand, it's the principle. If you've designed something and then somebody just copies it, it's kind of taking the piss, and Ethan should take legal action." So let me know your thoughts. Do you think that legal action does need to be taken in a situation like this, or do you think this is just like two high school kids bickering in the playground? Let me know down below. And moving on now to Laura Lee. Well, Laura Lee has come out with this nudie patootie fashion brand. Now, to me, I had a look at the website and girl, it's 50 shades of fucking beige. I get it, nudie patootie, like her nude eyeshadow palette, and a lot of it sold out, so congratulations to her for that. But one thing that really struck me when I looked through the website, a lot of the clothing and a lot of the accessories, such as the earrings especially, like big plastic kind of hexagonal shape chunky earrings, things that you could buy in H&M and Primark over here. So I really didn't get the hype about all of that. I was just like, no, this isn't something I'd buy, because this is something I could get for a much more reasonable price at H&M or even Primark on the high streets here. So to me, Laura Lee's brand, you know, she came out and she said, "It's not something I've designed." Fair enough. So Laura Lee's basically bought all of this stock from other brands. And then she's put her nudie patootie name on it and she's selling it under that. But you've not designed anything, so it's not really your work. You know, fair enough, it's a boutique, I get it, it's a shop. But I just kind of think it's really dull, you know, and I wish that some of these influencers would come up with their own designs. Like, look at James Charles copying these hoodies, you know, there's one example. And then you've got Laura Lee buying clothing in that's not her designs, and it's just really kind of like a cop-out to me, to be honest. You know, if you're going to start a fashion boutique, you as a beauty guru, an influencer, then, you know, why not make it personal to you? Why not sit down, sketch out some designs and go, okay, let's make a little run of these and see how they go. You know, I don't get it. I guess it's like they're taking the easy route by buying stuff that's already made. But to me, it just seems like 50 Shades of fucking beige, dull, and as I said, a lot of stuff that you can already get at H&M or Primark. Like, for example, Laura had these little, like, black leather type shorts on the website, and I thought, do you know, I saw those last week in Primark. So, to me, there's no reason to go and shop on Laura Lee's site. I mean, I get it, a lot of the stuff sold out, so maybe a lot of her American fans or, you know, fans from elsewhere in the world thought, oh wow, this is really great, we want to support Laura Lee. Fair enough, you know, each to their own, but I was just like really underwhelmed with the whole thing. And then you've got Nikita Dragun. Now Nikita is out watching busted little mini versions of her busted Dragon Beauty lipsticks being filled at the same lab, apparently, where Jacqueline the Hill had her busted hairy lipsticks made. Apparently it's the lab that Marlene Estelle warned everybody about. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to be buying no lipstick that has been produced in that same lab where Jacqueline Hill made those hairy ass, mouldy, maggot-ridden lipsticks. No. I mean, fair enough, Halloween's coming up, we're all getting spooky and excited. But girl, I don't want no maggots in my lipstick. So, you know, can we not use labs that are known for producing dodgy, hairy, mouldy lipsticks? And Nikita is not wearing gloves in some of those pictures. I am pretty damn sure that that is a health and safety violation. When you're in a laboratory making cosmetics, you know, I think you're supposed to wear the correct safety stuff. Especially in a time like now where Miss Rona is not going away anytime soon. Anyway, that is quite enough ranting about stupid people for now. Do you like my new Jeffree Star hoodie? It's so warm and cozy. It is a horrible kind of autumn day today. Rainy, windy, cold. So I was like, oh yeah, I can put my new soft hoodie on. So cozy. I love it. So soft. And on my face today, I have done this kind of rainbow look. The brows look really weird on camera, which is, you know, they don't look that bad in person. But you know what? That is actually like a Kat Von D eyebrow pomade. So we'll blame her for that. Kat Von disease. Kat Von I don't vaccinate my kids. So for my look today, I have used the Mitchell Beauty Bay palette. I love this one because it is every colour pretty much that you could want in a palette. Apart from like pastel colours. If you want bright colours, you know, this one had everything. You can't buy this one anymore. But Mitchell is coming out with his own brand in 2 days. So that's going to be really exciting because not only is he coming out with a palette, he's also coming out with what looks like cheap products like a liquid blush. He's also coming out with brushes and cases to keep your makeup in. So I think this drop is going to be huge. Really, I do. He's coming out with tools, makeup, kit. You know, I'm like, wow, this is going to be a whole fully realised collection from Mitchell. And to be honest, I'm kind of scared for my wallet. I did also use a little bit of the Nikki Tutorials Beauty Bay palette. I used the orange in there to blend the strong orange and the yellow together. And I used the colour Pride on the lid there. This shimmer that I've got on the lid is beautiful. This was the one that she said she made because it was like the transgender flag. The sort of pink and blue shimmer down there. I did actually make a little review with the Nikki Tutorials palette. To me, this palette is really worth the money. I've seen some mixed reviews, but I love this one. So it's one that I find that I'm continually like pulling out when I'm doing looks now. I know I've heard other people say, oh, you know, the matte shades are no good and stuff. But honestly, like when you look at the formula of the Mitchell Beauty Bay palette, the Nikki Tutorials palette, the formula are just as pigmented. And I've used it in quite a few looks now, and I really do like it. So to me, that is much better than something like the boring Patrick Star palette that came out. That one that was just all nudes with one pop of blue. It's boring. How many times have we seen it? But I thought the colours that Nikki chose with the shimmers were a lot more interesting. So I'm glad I went for this rather than something like the Patrick Star palette. You know, for a nude palette, if I'm going to use a nude palette, what I will use is the Orgy palette because, to be honest, you open it up and you have got every single shade of nude in there that you could actually want. You know, I know a lot of people got shady about the name and everything of this palette, but I don't care. I like that kind of thing. So I am really happy to buy an orgy palette and use it, you know. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, take care, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you on the next one. Love ya. Mwah. Bye guys.